What is going on, my friends? My name is Rynewilliams and I am back with another video. Now, before we get into today's topic, I feel like I owe you guys an explanation. If you know me or if you follow me on Instagram, if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, you'll notice that this year I've hardly been active on social media. I haven't posted a video in over a year. I think I may have posted on Instagram twice this year. I haven't posted on my story in months and months and months now. There's no serious reason. I just was getting kind of bored with social media. Kind of didn't really like spending time on there as much as I used to. Yeah, and just decided I needed a little time out. But I'm very excited to be getting back into YouTube, and I'm excited to start sharing some more content with you guys. Now, with that said, moving forward, the direction of this channel is gonna be a little bit different. In the past, my videos were primarily, vlogs, or, I started to talk a little bit about how to do stuff on social media. I don't know that I'm gonna do that stuff anymore. I might do some vlogs and stuff in the future, but for now, moving forward, the content on this channel will be focused on finance and investing in the stock market. Now, like I said, if you've been subscribed to my channel for a while, or you know me, or whatever, you're familiar with my content, this might seem very out of left field, very out of character. But I do have a very strong interest in it, and I do have some experience with it. I've been investing, pretty seriously just for the last year. And I'll get into all that, my history with investing and kind of my background with it in a different video. But in the meantime, for this video, I'd really like to focus on why you should be investing in the first place and why right now is as good a time as ever to start. All right, so let's get into it, guys. Reason number one you should be investing in the stock market right now is honestly probably the most obvious reason, and that is to start generating some passive income for yourself. Now, for those of you unfamiliar with the term passive income, I'll break it down real quick. So if you're like the rest of us, you have a job, you go to work, and by doing that, you are essentially trading your time to get some sort of monetary compensation. Now I guess we could call that active income. I don't know if that's actually what it's called, but we'll call it that for our purposes here. Passive income is kind of the opposite. Instead of having to trade time and energy for money, you're just generating an income kind of on autopilot. And you might ask yourself, well, how is that even possible? It almost sounds too good to be true. It does sound too good to be true, and it is made possible through the magic of compound interest. Now, a quick Google search will tell us that compound interest is defined as the addition of interest to the principal sum of a loan or deposit, or in other words, interest on interest. It is the result of reinvesting interest rather than paying it out, so that interest in the next period is then earned on the principal sum plus previously accumulated interest. Okay, whoa. That was kind of a lot. Now, if that was confusing, don't worry. I'm gonna break it down using a quick example that I really think will bring compound interest to life and will show you the true power of how it works and why it makes passive income such a cool thing. Okay, so what we're looking at here, this is a compound interest calculator. You can Google it, and this one right here will pop up. So let's say that you are ready to start investing, and you are starting out here with $1,000, right? And on average, over time, the stock market grows by 7 to 9% every year. We'll say 8%, make it even. And let's do this over the course of 20 years, compound annually. And we're not gonna put any money in on a monthly basis. So let's see what that looks like. Remember, here we're just investing $1,000 and that's it. We're just gonna see how it grows passively over time and how compound interest affects the growth. So let's scroll down here. Okay, so it tells us right here, our final investment value after 20 years, starting with $1,000, the final investment value is $4,660.96. Now that might not seem like a lot over 20 years for it to compound, but that's okay. I mean, you can play with the numbers and get a different amount. The purpose here is just to show you how compound interest works and why it is so cool. So if we scroll down a little more, what we're looking at here is just this year interest. So we can see in the first year, year one, we gained $80. Now, moving on to year two, at the end of year two, we can already start to see compound interest taking effect. So in the first year, you gained $80 in interest. In the second year, you gained that same 80, but an extra $6.40 on top of it. And we can keep scrolling down, and the closer that we get to the 20 years, and as time goes on, you'll notice here that the amount of interest accrued each year increases over time. And this is compound interest to a T. This is exactly what it looks like, and this is why it is so cool. And hopefully that helps give you an idea of what compound interest is, how it works, and how it can affect the growth of your account. Very cool stuff. One of the key takeaways from this example, going back to it real quick, is that, like we saw, over time, the amount of interest compounds, and year after year you're gaining more interest. And I think one of the biggest takeaways from this is that the sooner you can start investing, the more you are going to benefit from compound interest. So the sooner you start, you have more time to let that snowball roll and let your account grow. All right, moving on. So the second reason that you should be investing in the stock market, especially right now, is that you can get started with practically $0, or you can get started with $1 if you wanted to. When you decide to begin investing, you're gonna have to open up an investment account through a brokerage. So a few of the common brokerages that you can use and manage through your phone are gonna be Acorns, Stash, Robinhood, Fidelity Investments. There's a good handful of more. But the thing about a lot of these brokerages these days is that these brokerages allow you to trade what are called fractional shares, which are exactly what they sound like. So let's say you have stock A. Stock A is $40, but let's say you only have $20 to invest. Instead of forcing you to buy one whole share at $40, these brokerages will allow you to purchase half a share or a fraction of a share. And this is really cool because, you know, it enables you to really invest on your own terms and invest with however much you can afford. Not only that, but it opens up the variety of stocks that you can buy. So now instead of having to spend, you know, $434 on a share of Tesla, which is what it's sitting at right now, you can take the $5, $10, $20 that you have right now and just buy a fraction of a share. And I think this is super cool because, like I said, it just opens up the playing field for really everyone to get into, no matter how much money you have to invest, whether it's $20 a month or $200 a month. You can still invest and buy the stocks that you want and invest at your own pace. On to the third reason. So the third reason I think that you should be investing in 2020, and this one really doesn't require a lot of explanation. It's just an overall positive thing for you to get into. You know, there's never a bad time to start investing in yourself, and this is one easy way that you can do it. And there's never a bad time to get that compound interest snowball rolling, because once it starts going, guys, it picks up very quickly. Anyway, in conclusion, you know, I hope you guys get something out of watching this video. And you know, if you are, you know, kind of intimidated to dip your toe into the investing pool, or you don't quite know how to get started, you're afraid you're gonna do it wrong or lose your money, I mean, please don't worry. We've all been there. We've all had to start somewhere. And you know, trying anything new is always a scary thing. And I'll tell you what, that's kind of the reason I wanted to start making these videos, not only to provide a resource to you guys to help you learn about this stuff and not be scared to get in and do it, because it is a lot of fun and it's a lot easier to manage than you think. But I also wanted to make these videos because talking about this stuff forces me to do more research, and by doing so forces me to learn more about what I'm talking about. So it's really a win-win. Even just this one video, I had a blast putting it together, and I can't wait to do more. And I know this is my first video on investing, and you guys are probably eager to learn some more right now. And don't worry, I'm gonna be putting out more videos to help you learn. But in the meantime, there are so many great resources out there for you to learn from, especially here on YouTube. There's about 5-6 channels that I like to watch on a regular basis that I feel like I've learned a lot from. And I'll link all of those in the description below. So anyway, guys, I will get out of your hair. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. It's good to be back. I feel good about this one. I'll see you guys soon.